It is now my pleasure to invite His Excellency Mr. Mohamed Nasheed, President of the Republic of Maldives, to deliver the inaugural address for the 17th Summit of the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation.
Firstly, on trade, transport and economic integration, I hope we can progress measures to make trade, transport and investment easier between South Asian countries. At this summit, I look forward to progressing the regional ferry service, which will better connect our region and boost investments and trade. I'm very glad that the work on the ferry service is nearing completion, and I hope we can agree to see services start by the end of the year. To further connect and integrate our region, I would also like to see progress on railways agreement and the motor vehicles agreement, which will make travel between SAARC nations much easier than it is today. I hope that by the next meeting of the Council of Ministers held in the Maldives in July, we will sign both these agreements. At last year's summit, leaders signed the SAARC agreement in trade in service. Leaders also underscored their commitment to full implementation of the South Asian Free Trade Agreement. These are important steps in driving deeper economic and commercial integration in our region. It is important that at this summit we build on that momentum. In order to realize the full implementation of SAFTA, we should mandate our finance ministers to discuss a mechanism to promote capital flows and investments. And we would like to see progress reducing and ultimately scrapping the SAFTA sensitive list. Allow me to address the second purpose, proposed area of cooperation, maritime security and climate change. Piracy in the Indian Ocean is a growing threat to our security and stability. And so at this summit, I hope we can consider a regional arrangement to improve maritime security and combat the threat of piracy. Climate change remains the region's greatest long-term security threat. Already, climate change is causing havoc, threatening our development and prosperity. But the solution to climate change is not cutting back. Rather, it is investing in the new, clean technologies that not only reduce pollution but also improve energy security and provide long-term economic growth. I hope other SAARC nations can rise to the challenges climate change poses and to agree to invest a significant amount of their national incomes in clean technology. By embracing climate change as an opportunity to do things differently, we can tackle emissions and earn a competitive edge in the rapidly growing clean economy. The third area in which we hope to see more cooperation is good governance and democracy. South Asia's great underlying strength is that we are a region of democracies. As our societies mature, our systems of good governance must deepen. I look forward to building on the success of the SAARC Charter of Democracy at this summit. The Charter aims to provide us with a vehicle through which we can work together to strengthen our democracies. Through strong national institutions and clear separation of powers, an independent and competent judiciary, a free press and a vibrant civil society. I welcome the proposal to set up SAARC Independent Commission on Gender. South Asian women suffer from a wide range of disadvantages and discrimination.
These are the wellsprings of our motivations as leaders of SAARC to draw upon the collective strength of this organization to serve our peoples with a commitment and dedication they deserve. What is evident around us is a mood of urgency and even impatience. This is especially so because large and influential part of our society consists of young people, inspired by new ideas and looking forward with enthusiasm to a promising future for themselves. They cannot be kept waiting for long.
I believe if we can create favorable conditions for development in our own countries, there is no reason why our investors should seek greener pastures elsewhere. The complete normalization of trade relations in SAARC will itself create opportunities for mutually beneficial trade within South Asia. Though at a pace we are all comfortable, I recognize that India has a special responsibility that flows from the geography of our region and the state of our economy and our markets. I'm happy to announce that in the major trade liberalization effort, the Government of India has issued a notification to reduce the sensitive list for the least developed countries under the South Asian Free Trade Area Agreement from 480 trade tariff lines to just 25 tariff lines. Zero basic customs duty except will be given to all items removed with immediate effects. I recognize that non-tariff barriers are an area of concern. India is committed to the idea of free and balanced growth of trade in South Asia.
The South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation was founded on the firm conviction that South Asia shares a common future and destiny, shaped by our close historical, cultural, and geographical ties. It demonstrates our intent and determination to work together to promote the social and economic well-being of our people and to fulfill their hopes and aspirations. Since 1985, SAARC has facilitated regional cooperation in many areas. It has instituted cooperation at all levels, and member states continue to work together in a spirit of shared responsibility and partnership. While SAARC's journey may not yet be one of astounding achievements in terms of the tangibles, it has nonetheless paved the way for greater understanding, goodwill, and cooperation among member states. I am confident that this summit, being held under the theme of building bridges, will provide further impetus and momentum to building the many bridges that need to be built, from bridging the gap created by uneven economic development and income distribution, bridging the gaps in recognizing and respecting the equality of men and women, the closing of space between intent and implementation, to the uniting of the many strengths born of the singular.